What does implantation bleeding look like when wiping?
Hello everyone. Today we're discussing an important topic that's often clouded with uncertainty: implantation bleeding. This is something that many women might experience early on in pregnancy, but it can often be mistaken for something else. Knowing what implantation bleeding looks like when wiping can help you recognize it if it occurs. Remember, this video isn't a substitute for medical advice. If you're unsure or worried about any symptoms, please consult with a healthcare professional.
What is implantation bleeding?
Implantation bleeding is light spotting that may occur when a fertilized egg attaches itself to the lining of the uterus. This usually happens 6 to 12 days after conception, around the time of your expected period, which is why it can sometimes be mistaken for a light period.
What does implantation bleeding look like?
When wiping, implantation bleeding typically looks like small spots of light or faintly colored blood on your toilet paper. This could range from a light pink to brown color. It's usually lighter in color than your regular menstrual period, and the amount is significantly less. The bleeding is typically light and short-lived, lasting anywhere from a few hours to a couple of days. However, the duration and color can vary from person to person, so it's always important to seek medical advice if you're unsure.
How is implantation bleeding different from a period?
One key distinguishing factor between implantation bleeding and a period is the timing. Implantation bleeding typically occurs around the time of your expected period, but it's generally lighter, shorter, and doesn't progress in the same way a period does. The color is also a giveaway. Implantation bleeding tends to be lighter in color, think light pink to brown, while a period is usually a more vivid red. The flow is another differentiator. A period often starts light, gets heavier, and then gets lighter again as it ends. In contrast, implantation bleeding is consistently light and doesn't typically have the same flow progression. So, in conclusion, implantation bleeding when wiping usually appears as light pink to brown spots of blood. It's typically lighter in color and amount compared to a regular menstrual period. However, because everyone is different, if you experience spotting and are unsure whether it's a period or implantation bleeding, it's always a good idea to consult with a healthcare professional. Remember, understanding your body is key to being aware of any changes that might signify something like an early pregnancy. We hope this video has helped you better understand what implantation bleeding looks like. Thanks for watching.